welcome to KidVenture Ketch-up. Today I'm here with Miss Brianna and we are going to have a lot of fun. The first thing we're going to do is some arts and crafts. Woohoo! We've got our stuff ready. Miss Brianna, why don't you help walk us through what we're going to do here?
Alright, so we're going to make some Easter decorations. So what we need are some water balloons that we've blown up with air. We need some string, some craft thread. We need water, glue, some clothespins, and a spoon. So, step one, get the glue. I'm just gonna unscrew it.
All right, good idea.
We need 1 part glue and another part water. So half glue, half water. Don't want too much. And we'll stir it together. All right, next step is we're going to take our thread and we're going to put it in the glue and water solution here. Try not to get it tangled. All right, so I'm getting that glue mixture all over the thread, and then we're going to put it around the balloon. Get your hands messy. All right, and then you're putting the thread around. Keep going. All right, now the second one. This is fun. You just need the first one for practice. And then all right, we have finished putting the glued string around our balloons. So we have to let them dry. What should we do while we let them dry?
I have a great idea. Why don't we hear the rest of the Easter story from our eggs?
Oh, all right, we're gonna wash our hands and then we'll get the last 3 eggs in the Easter story. So, we've been journeying to Easter looking at all of these different eggs. Let's remember what we've learned. All right, Jesus, he went into Jerusalem on a donkey and they celebrated him as their king, but not everyone was happy to see Jesus celebrated as their king. Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And then Jesus had the Passover festival with his disciples and he told them, do this in remembrance of me. And he was telling them what was going to happen. And then Jesus went with some of his disciples to go pray in the Garden of Gethsemane. And there is when he was arrested and the soldiers, they took him and they used a whip and they put a crown of thorns on his head. And then they nailed him to the cross. They nailed him there and they left Jesus there and it was so sad. They used dice and they were casting lots for his clothing. And then they stuck a spear through his side. So Jesus was here on the cross and he had died. And remember, he did this for us. He never sinned, not ever, but he took our punishment that we deserved. And so we have 3 more eggs because we know Jesus didn't just stay on the cross. Let's find out what happens next.
So our first egg The story comes from Matthew 27, verses 57 through 60. As evening approached, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who had himself become a disciple of Jesus. Going to Pilate, he asked for Jesus' body, and Pilate ordered that it be given to him. Joseph took the body, wrapped it in a clean linen cloth, and placed it in his own new tomb that had been cut out of the rock. He rolled a big stone in front of the entrance to the tomb and went away.
All right. So this egg has a white cloth. So Joseph took Jesus's body and he was going to wrap it in nice linen cloth and make Jesus have a nice place to be buried. He had a tomb that was kind of a shallow cave that he put Jesus's body in, and then they put a big stone in front of it so that no one would come and take Jesus's body away. All right, let's find out what happened next. Joseph then went away sad because Jesus' body was dead and he didn't know what was going to happen next. So let's see.
Now we're going to read from Matthew 28, verses 2 through 4. There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow.
Ooh, all right, so this pink egg's kind of heavy. Could be in there. It's a stone. They had rolled a stone in front of the tomb where Jesus' body was. And then an angel came and rolled the stone away. Now this was, it was a bigger stone than just this little stone right here. It was huge. It was probably as heavy as a car. And it would have taken many, many people to roll it away, but an angel, just one angel, was able to roll the stone away. Where do you think he got that power? He got that power from God. All right, so the stone had been rolled away. What do you think is going to happen next?
Now we're going to read from Matthew 28, verses 5 through 6. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay."
All right, what could be in our last egg? Are you ready? It's empty. There's nothing in there. Why do you think there's nothing in there? They put Jesus' body in a tomb, and then the angel rolled away the stone so that people could see that Jesus is not there. He has risen. And then a bunch of Jesus' followers, they came and they saw that, and the angel was able to tell them, "Why are you looking here among the dead? Jesus has risen." Because Jesus has risen, we can see Jesus again one day in heaven where he is, if we're part of God's family. Hey, this is a true story. This is the true Easter story about Jesus. Jesus is God's one and only Son who came to this earth as a little baby. He lived a perfect life, and he died death on the cross for us. We hope that these videos encourage families like your family to be able to talk about the Easter story together. Hey, remember that on Sunday, we have special Easter services that you can watch online at many different times. So anyway, thanks for joining us for this edition of KidVenture Ketch-up. Now, let's see if our Easter craft is done drying. All right, let's go outside and see if those eggs are dry.
Let's go. I hope they are. Oh, look at our eggs!
Wow.
Look at our eggs. Gosh, boys and girls, they are dry.
Wow, look, the balloon popped in them, and now it looks like an egg, kind of.
Mine's kind of
Ooh,
stuck. There we
look,
go.
your balloon's
Look, the
still in
balloon's there. I just have to get it out.
These look so great.
Miss Brianna, there's nothing on the inside.
Oh, just like how when they looked in Jesus' tomb, he wasn't there, he had risen. Wow.
I think our eggs turned out great. Let's look at our other two and see how they look.
Wow.
Well, not so great.
All right, so
well.
some of them didn't work, some did. We're happy with that.
Yes.
All right, hey, have a very happy Easter and we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.